Boston University players are wearing masks during today's game versus Holy Cross. The school will also be requiring all opponents to wear masks during games on BU's campus. This might be the most insane thing to come out of that. They are going to get some people killed. They're going to get some people killed. Even like, I don't know, CDC or the WHO would say that doing strenuous workouts, sweating and stuff, yes, you're going to have, there's more problems coming with wearing a mask versus not. They even said that, right? Did the science, I mean, maybe the science changed again on us, and now all of a sudden it's recommended that people sweating their balls off are wearing diapers on their face. They're going to get these people killed. And unfortunately, these college-age kids, they ain't got no damn sense. So they going to do whatever it is that they tell them to do. Ain't no way in hell, even as a 20-year-old collegiate athlete. I was a collegiate athlete as well. Track and field, albeit. Could you imagine, son? I could imagine being a track and field athlete and these fools, like for an indoor track meet or something, right? Which is actually coming up. We're in there in January. So some indoor track meets are starting to kick up. And these fools like, yeah, go run the 400 or the 200 or whatever with your face covered. Are you on crack? You trying to get me killed? Are you trying to get me killed? This is insane, man. This is insane. These are guys, and we've already heard about these youngsters contracting the virus and almost having no symptoms for the most part. They're virtually having no symptoms. These guys are in the prime of their lives, man. Maybe not the prime. Maybe they haven't hit their prime yet, but you get what I'm saying. These college-age students that are in the best shape are going to be fine in the event that they contract it. And I don't know, are they acting like the virus can't pass through people's eyes and sweating and stuff like that? But cover your face. Like, this is, to me, becoming less about the science and more about symbolism, in which they want people that represent their corrupt institutions to wear the face diapers, and they want people to see that they're wearing the face diaper. It's almost like a test of obedience, because this is maybe the most insane thing that I've heard come out of this, that they're having collegiate aged basket student athletes wearing masks as they participate in strenuous activity where they're working out. It's unbelievable. Like I said, the science, they had told us early on that was not recommended, and now all of a sudden they recommend it. So I have to believe that this isn't about the science anymore. This is about symbolism. It's like they want people to, and the ages when they start the programming anyway, the indoctrination. You know what I mean? The good indoctrination. You get into indoctrination K through 12, then they kick it up a notch when you hit the collegiate age. Like, what non-athlete have to be in I want to know who was part of the boards and such that made the decision. I just cannot imagine that there were actually either former collegiate athletes or actual athletes that were part of the board that said, you know what's a great idea? We're going to require our kids to wear masks, and we're also going to require the opponents to wear masks. And they're just going to do it because they're kids. They just want to play basketball. Some of them have aspirations of making it to the professional level. So it's not like they're going to sit out. And that's kind of the thing that sucks about it. It's like they're not going to be ballsy enough to be like, yeah, bro, ain't no way I'm sitting here wearing a mask. It's like, okay, trainer said that I needed to do it. It's above the coaches' heads. They're saying that I need to do this, so I'm going to wear it. And now we have these youngsters sitting here wearing damn masks as they sit up here and play basketball, possibly the dumbest shit I've seen. Now, that guy over there, this guy right here doesn't have one. I don't think this guy. I think this is I don't know. Boston's. I don't know if this picture was taken before they had implemented this idea of requiring the opponents. I think it was. I think it's before that, because these guys don't have well, they're not playing at home either. So there's that. This is weird, man. This is not about health, because that is unhealthy. Fool's gonna be trapping all of that sweat and all of that, like, by, midway into the first half, the mask is probably soaked. Fools can't breathe. Like, this is unbelievable that they are doing this to these kids, man. And God forbid you actually question this lunacy. Something's wrong with you. You're a problem. You want grandmas to die. And because you want grandmas to die, and if you don't rather want grandmas to die, you need to support putting these youngsters, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, red shirt, if they red shirt see is 22 to 23-year-old people, who are in the best shape that they're probably ever going to be in. Among that demographic, it's almost statistically insignificant the amount of people that'll be hospitalized and or die. Even more so die, obviously. Yet here we are. And it's like there's nothing wrong with this. And then you got some people are in here saying, yeah, it makes sense. It's not a bad idea that, people that are these athletes should be wearing masks. It didn't take long. It's an amazing thing that it didn't take long for them to program folks into thinking that was the right thing to do. Even though none of the evidence points to the fact that this shit even works. We see what's happening right now with California and their boom, though they were being heralded as this like beacon of righteousness in terms of how they handle it, because they had the lockdowns and all the mask mandates, and it doesn't seem to be happening. All the documentations of people that have implemented these mask mandates, and then the cases shoot up. It's almost as if it doesn't work. It's almost as, in a lot of cases, you're kicking a can down the road, and the reality of the situation is that most of us at some point are going to have to deal with this. It's better that we take care of our bodies to be prepared for that type of situation, not live in a bubble covering our face with these diapers that don't seem to be actually working. And as of now, this may have changed. I looked at this last week. There's not been that many random control trials on whether or not the masks are effective. The one that did happen, I believe it was a Danish study, if I'm not mistaken. And that one said, yeah, there's not really much proof. There's not much differentiation between catching it, not catching it, passing it with the mask. That's like the only one. Everything else has been like none of these random controls, theories, essentially. And even some, I covered one time on this channel where these experts, right, epidemiologists who did this study. I can't remember what counties it was over. And they were talking about how the mask mandates led to less hospitalizations. They had to retract it. I did a video on this. I'm sure if you type in those keywords, you can find it on my page. They had to retract the actual study because, of course, not too long after that, because they were so itching. That's obviously anti-science, right? So itching to get to a conclusion that they prematurely published this. This is irresponsible. And then they had to retract it because it turned out that, we got an explosion of these cases post-mask mandate. Now we need to reassess. Though they had no problem publishing it so fast. Something else is going on here, and I think that's more so what it is. Because the more we go down this road, the more that this seems like, okay, we're just going through the motions here, and it doesn't make sense.